Hey there everyone, and welcome to another video. So I was reflecting on my recent achievement in getting back into funded, and I'm about to do my weekly review video, and I thought I would share with you all the things that I've done to make a shift in my mindset and in my behavioral habits in order to get back to funded in a strong, risk managed fashion without whipping all over the place with the equity curve. So, and these things have, for the most part, have little to do with trading. So without further ado, we'll start. So number one, the first thing I do in the morning is Wim Hof breathing. I'll probably put these up on the screen so you can take notes or links or whatever. Wim Hof is a guy from, I don't know where he's from, but somewhere in Northern Europe, Eastern Europe. Very famous for his breathing technique. Essentially, it involves taking rapid, deep breaths, 20 to 30, to oxygenate your body, or rather to get rid of the carbon dioxide in your body. And this increases your ability to hold your breath. Then you breathe out and you hold your breath. But please don't try this without doing your research, because of course these sorts of techniques can be dangerous if you don't learn them properly. So you breathe out after those 20-30 breaths, hold your breath, or it's called a retention, meaning you don't have any air in your lungs. You hold your quote breath with no breath. So empty lungs, hold it for 90 seconds ideally. You've got to work up to this. And then you take in a deep breath after when you need to, anytime that you need to, ideally 90 seconds or longer. And hold that for 10-15 seconds, and then you rinse, wash and repeat 2-3. I do 3 times, some people do up to 5-10 times. Depends how far you want to carry it. And what does this do? Basically, it trains your body to react less acutely to stress, because especially in the trading world and in the general world today, people tend to overreact to things such as likes, dislikes on a video, Facebook posts, people's opinions, a lack of money or sort of material goods, and we react very strongly to relatively small stress. We react in a similar way to as if it were a lion coming to eat us, from our old ancestral reactions. So by holding your breath, and you have the feeling that your body thinks, shit, I'm about to die, and it floods your body with, your brain I should say, thinks that, and it floods your body with adrenaline, and then your body learns to regulate its response to stress by you continuously holding your breath in this way, so that when other stressful situations come up, you're less likely to overreact, and you're more likely to react in a way suited to the level of danger that's imposed on you. So that's number one. Number two is my own thing, so something I invented, if you want to say, which is 10 for 10, 100 push-ups, 100 squats. So 10 of each within a minute, the beginning of a minute. You wait till the minute's finished, and then at the turn of the turn of the minute. So you start at 0 seconds. You do your 10 press-ups, 10 squats. Whatever time is left in the minute, you wait, and then at the next minute you start again, and you do this 10 times. And I do this while I'm trading, and what it serves to do, not only is it good exercise, and it hits the major core muscle groups, because squats capture a lot of the major muscle groups, the glutes, the quads and so on, and then press ups the upper body. So you work your whole body out, but more importantly, you stay grounded, you stay in your body. And this is important so that you don't get, you don't see what you want to see on the charts. You don't stay in your head, you stay in your body, and you're free to see what's on the chart. So that's 2. And in 3, the most recent addition is exercises called trauma releasing, and you can see on the corner of the screen here a folder with trauma in capitals. Trauma releasing exercises, or TRE for short, TRE I call it for short. And these exercises were pioneered by Dr. David Bercelli some 8-10 years ago, or a little bit more, and he's taken this all around the world and used it to reduce the effects of trauma, remove trauma from the body of people who have been in war situations, war veterans, people like myself, in very difficult personal circumstances, or who have suffered some degree of trauma, like more than your everyday average stress. So we all know trading is a traumatic activity to some degree as you go along, and wins and losses feel like births and deaths to some degree. When people lose money, they really feel it. So these exercises, you can Google it, and you'll find videos on YouTube for trauma releasing exercises. Or you can go to his website, www.traumaprevention.com, and buy his book or his videos. And essentially this allows you to detach from the trauma of a traumatic event. So you'll have the memory of the event, but without the trauma locked into your body. And this has obvious positive ramifications for someone who's trading, because they're less likely to, again, react from that place of trauma and be able to make conscientious, good decisions. So those are the three things I do, and they've really helped me a lot. And then the fourth thing, in parenthesis, if you can say that in English, in Italian you say in parenthesis, is the sort of secondary thing. The fourth thing, which is a bit more tied to trading, is keeping a trading routine. Everything you think you don't need to write down, you should be writing down. So daily reviews, weekly reviews, monthly reviews, like the Matryoshka doll, the Russian doll. It has a little girl in a bigger girl in a bigger doll girl, you know, like an egg within an egg within an egg. So you really want to go as far out as you can. A quarterly review would be the next thing I should think of doing after I've seen success for a number of months. So daily review, monthly review, weekly review, spreadsheets. So you're all familiar, if you've watched my videos long enough, with the performance scorecard that keeps you on your toes and keeps you aware of what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong, so you can make adjustments. And then I have routines: daily routine, weekly routine, monthly routine, and then I have the method written down, which I'm not going to show you obviously. The daily routine, simple. I just don't take anything for granted would be my advice. You know, get up at 7 a.m, take Olivia to school with Dante, my kids, wash dishes, make a cup of tea. These are kind of very basic things, but when you get in a routine, for better or worse, you're going to do the same thing. And if you do the same thing, that's called consistency. And consistently bad trading is better than random trading, because then you can transform that into consistently good trading, which will lead to consistent profitability over time. So that said, I keep a routine. I don't always stick to this, but it's like a guiding rod to tell me where I need to go. So I know how to go back to profitability, because this keeps me consistent in my behavior outside of the market and inside the market. Make a cup of tea. Then the bold stuff are the nitty gritty. Start a PC, connect to internet, log into Rhythmic, open trading setup. I have a folder on Chrome that has all the things I need. The news report, like news websites, and check the contracts to see if they're rolling over and all that stuff. Mark up charts, and then refer to the traps method at least once before during the session, so that I keep at the forefront of my mind. I have what I'm trying to achieve, the edge I'm trying to work in the markets, and capture the session live and or do a recap. Make sure scorecard is shown. So lately I've been doing live recaps for the last month, and it hasn't messed with my trading, it's actually improved it, so I'm going to continue to do that. And then I upload them as private videos to YouTube with the date, session time, amount of money made or lost, and traps as the title, using this format. And so I have a playlist on YouTube of all my private videos. So if I want to know exactly what I did on any one day, I can literally see how I moved stops, how I moved targets, what my reasoning was as I voiced my thought process onto the Camtasia recording, and it's uploaded on YouTube, safe, so that if I lose data again, it doesn't go missing. And that's what I'm doing. So that's it. I won't make this video any longer. Hope you had a good trading year. I don't know if I'm going to do another video. I probably will, but hope your trading's going well. If you want any advice or feel like I can help you in any way, you can just leave me a comment. And that's it for now. I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye for now. Fingers.